So, anyways, thought by shaving I'd get rid of that grumpy bastard with the beard, but oh well. I am going to work a little bit on that kind of, not diorama, but that terrain piece set. Oh man, who had it? I think I mentioned it before. Anyways, I'm going to kind of show you how to kind of do one, I think. I'm going to try. Anyways, what are these pieces? These are those pieces that I was casting out of, can you see that? Maybe not. Oh, hold on. Casting out of hydrocal. I may have watched the video. I think I put it up. Can we get close? Oops, too far. Okay. So those are going to be kind of the decorations on the wall. You know, it's just a skull and wings. And if you didn't watch it or don't want to watch that video, basically I just kind of carved a mini one out of wood, pressed it in some plasticine, and then just added a little bit of hydrocal. Eh? For the spillage, I used one of my little skull stamps. Made a little skull on the end of sticks, eh? And then you stamp those in the plasticine in the areas and fill them up too. And then you have a bunch of little skulls that you can, you know, stick in the debris too. Okay. Now on this one that he had there, it's, you know, it's a store-bought one. Oh jeez, I forgot about this book. I finished this book thing today too. Oh, God dang it. Anyway, sorry about that. On that one that he was doing, he also had, they had stained glass windows in there. Now, to do a really detailed stained glassy thing, well, it depends on how much time you want, how artistic you are and stuff. Considering the window is probably going to be broken anyways, you know, some of the detail has to be there, some you can fake, okay? Basically, I want them both the same shape. I'm going to put two windows in it because that piece that he has two windows in it. One's really broken and one's all together there, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of sketching out the shape on a piece of paper. And basically I just took, you know, a circle thing and drew that half of the circle, drew that half of the circle, and then used the existing lines on this piece of paper here to extend it down and give me that kind of shape. The guy, I'm going to put a sword type guy on there, you know, standing there holding a sword. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it's probably going to be broken type looking anyways. What else was I going to say here? Bear with me for a minute while I find a pencil. Yeah, political muckery. Holy jeez, was that ever exciting? Yeah. Oh well. Hopefully it stirred mud enough that, you know, people are going to get out and friggin' vote this time. Geez, that pisses me off, people that don't vote. You know? And like I've said before, I can kind of see your reason, but man, if you don't speak up and get involved, and like I've also said, that your vote doesn't, you know, that isn't the end of your involvement, it's just voting. Well, I voted. Well, be involved. Be involved in your community, man. And when things are not quite right, like they are up here right now, speak up. So, shouldn't always be left to freaking recluses like myself, you know. And then that's the other side, you know. Just because you are a recluse does not mean you can't be involved. Holy shit! I made it up to number 5 today. One day, hey, a couple videos. Number 5 of most discussed videos in the news and politics stream up here in Canada. Just recyclable. Let's toss it in the recycling. What I'm doing is I'm just stealing some plastic off of, I can't remember what came in that. Oh, some pliers. Yeah, the wife got me some pliers for my birthday. They're really cool. I'll show you those. No, I won't. I already took them out to the workshop. I'll show them to you later when we need them. Anyways, this is a plastic that they came in, okay? So I'm going to use that for the stained glass. And this card that I'm working with here, it's actually one of these post-it note type thingies, okay? So it's got post-it note sticky, which had I been thinking, I would have drawn it on the side there, then it would stick to your plastic and it wouldn't move around on you. So I'm going to have to kind of clamp it down here a bit. Or I could just staple it. That would be another good method. Bear with me. I need a stapler, which I don't. Okay, I got a stapler here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to staple this on here so that it doesn't fall off on me. Alright, now it'll stay there. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this stuff. This is that Rainbow cheap stuff. You can get this for $1, $2 or so at the dollar store, pound shop. A lot of places sell this, you know, like Walmart in their little craft sections and all that stuff. This is stuff you want. This is a leading paint, same stuff, but it's not translucent. It's kind of a leading, and it's all acrylic stuff. Well, I'll get it all over the place here in a minute. You can see nice little fine tip. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to basically. I probably should have drawn more lines on here, a little bit more design. Oh. Okay, I'll pause here for a minute again while we clean this first. Okay, pull that nasty gob of crap out of there. Hold on. Should have done this bit too. Okay. Now, as I was saying, the guy should have probably drawn a little bit more of the design on here. But I'll just show you here, basically, and then work it down to the end here. Nothing worse than when you're doing this, when you're trying to do a nice fine line, an air bubble in your goop, okay? So you're going along really nice and fine, and then the air bubble goes, you know, and it just all over everything. Anyways, with this stuff, once it dries, it's kind of a plasticky stuff. So if that does happen to you, man, don't sweat. Get a toothpick or something, put your Kleenex or toilet paper or something like that on there and wrap it down to a nice fine point, and you can kind of wipe it all off. And even then, after, you can kind of cut this stuff with scissors. Okay, so anyways, don't be really discouraged if that happens. Besides, it's cheap if you're doing it yourself this way anyway, so just try again. Practice makes perfect. Try to keep your lines all the same size too. Makes it look a little bit better. Now, of course, this is going to be one of those things where I can't do it and talk at the same time. So, well, maybe I won't be able to look at the camera though. So we'll have to move the camera. God dang it! I looked up and I made a mess. Just close this and we'll move the camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. There, get down close. Take off my glasses so I can see up close. Yeah, this political muckery up here. Yeah, I'm stirring the pot a little bit, but I'm pretty non-partisan, you know. At one time or other, I've probably voted for all the different parties, you know. Up here we vote for our MP, which is our local guy. You know, we don't get to vote for, you know, our Prime Minister. I was going to say dictator again, but most of them are. God dang it. So anyways, they kind of get elected or put in part in just based on, you know, how many of their MPs get in, how many seats we win. Anyways, in a minority government like what we got up here right now, where nobody really won, just somebody got more votes than the others, they should really try to work together, or at least listen to the other person's side. The Prime Minister we've got in power right now, although he's a smart guy, he's kind Kind of an arrogant bully, eh? So, anyways, all the other parties finally stood up to him, which was kind of cool. But, oh man. Like down there, it's pretty much divided the country again. Which, well, like I say, at least people are involved now again. Which they should be. So I don't know how much tape I got on this, but okay. Put on my glasses so I can see again. Okay, you can see what I'm doing? Alright, and that's just on the plastic, so once that, we'll fill that in with colors and stuff after it's dried, so I'm just going to let this one dry here right now because, like I said, I really didn't draw the guy on there very good. Okay, where is he?